Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hello Harem Podcast. I'm your host, Alex Luby, and I'm joined, as always, by the horniest of homies to sail the seven seas, Mr. Jonathan Semrau, Anthony Luby, Luke Farnsworth, and Neil, who has his tail up.
I don't think he's...
He's not in frame again.
Okay.
That's why he was back here, and then you said, Neil, get your fuck ass out of the way.
There he is. See, his tail was up like this, sort of promiscuously.
Now let's show him the ass again for the second week.
Oh my god, can we stop showing his asshole off?
Yeah, we did that last episode. People have seen enough.
I think... Is this upside down?
What?
It looks more red on that side and detailed.
I don't know. We'll fix it after the show.
We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it
in post.
We'll fix it in post.
Editor, edit that out.
I don't think we don't have that skill set.
To just cut out a whole fucking portion? We definitely do, because last week there was definitely something that needed cut out.
No, not that. Like, just get rid of the red tarp. You know?
We could. I think we could. I feel like my throat was like...
He's a frog in his throat?
Frog in my throat? Toad?
Why did she swallow a fly?
I've been saying that the frog
I think
thing.
she'll die.
I had like a cold like 2 weeks ago. When we went to Norfolk, I had something, a little bug or whatever, because I wasn't feeling too great.
Consumption.
No.
Scarlet fever.
We went to Norfolk. She was a bitch.
Typhoid.
But it was like I had to clear my throat. I'm like, damn, got a frog in my throat. I just noticed myself saying that a lot, and I felt really old.
That's what happens when you get cholera.
I guess so. Yeah.
Cholera is bad these days.
Thorpe has died of gonorrhea.
That'd be a peaceful way to go.
Jay, is it possible to die from gonorrhea?
Yes.
It's possible to die from like anything, dog. Yeah.
Okay, I was just
You can
curious.
die from a cold.
That was a common thing back in the day.
And now you're just like, oh, boo-hoo, I'm sick.
Ooga booga, I have a cold, but
People used to die from diarrhea all the time.
Well, that's like
You can still-
dehydration.
Yeah, if like you're not careful, you can still die of diarrhea.
It's a little bit harder too.
Well, if you don't go get care or do anything about it.
So if you just had the shits one night and you don't go to stag care, that's your fault.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you don't do anything about it, you can still die. Of
I don't
dehydration.
think anybody I know has had a severe case of diarrhea, like ever. Like ever.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I know anybody who's had rhea so bad they went to stat care. When the doc like comes in and is like, oh, so what seems to be the problem? I've been shitting diarrhea for the last 3 days, and it's about every 40 minutes.
So what's the problem? I have to poop.
A lot.
Right now.
It's about every 40 minutes, and we're about 38 in, so you're going to need to speed this up a little bit.
Do you need a stool sample? Because it's not going to be a solid one.
Oh man.
Oh, the cup overfloweth.
Imagine handing them the shit-covered cup.
I could not. I would say, all right, I'm just gonna go home.
I have had worse things happen to me.
Oh, doctor, here's your poop cup.
When I was doing my nursing school clinicals, when we did our like stat care little rotations, stat care fucking sucks, man. Like as a nurse, that place is fucking horrible.
Yeah, so does going there as a patient.
Yeah, it's just a bad place all around. Like I had like somebody come in and the significant other had cheated on him, and he just on the chart you're just supposed to write like what's wrong, like back pain, headache, runny nose. This guy wrote on a medical chart that we had to put into the computer, my dumbass girlfriend cheated on me.
Why did he go to stat care?
Because he got fucking an STD and he had to come to us to get it fixed. He had chlamydia.
Poor chap, man.
Yeah,
Come
and
with
I
the
had
quack.
to deliver the shot into the ass. And so, like, we give it in the ass cheek. And so it's like, I walked in, I was like, hey, we're going to give you this shot. And you're not going to like it. And he was like, so what do you need me to do? And I was like, I'm going to need you to turn around and pull your pants down. And he did. And, like, he put his hands on the table. And I was like, just poor fucking guy. And then I was like, do you have a preference on a cheek? And he just went, surprise me. So
That's a king move right
yeah.
there.
So I shot it into his left ass cheek and sent him on his way.
Would you guys go right or left cheek?
Right cheek.
Left cheek.
Left cheek. I put my wallet on my right cheek.
Ooh, right cheek then, because I put my wallet in my left cheek.
Ooh, Luke,
You
I didn't
put-
even think about that. I'm going left cheek too.
I don't know.
I don't want to
Still
sit
right
on
cheek.
I don't want to sit on a boo boo cheek with a wallet in my pocket.
Yeah.
Well, I only carry my wallet when I'm out.
Well, you'd be out at the hospital.
You can
Like-
just put your wallet somewhere else for the drive home.
I'd still go left because
No,
then
you
I'd
can't.
forget.
You
Like,
would
oh
find out
shit, I
real
got my
quick.
shot in my right ass cheek. I can't put my wallet there.
Yeah, you'd feel that real quick. You wouldn't forget.
My
Yeah, I
daughter's
don't-
girlfriend cheated on me.
Well, I don't want that constant pain. You know, every time I pull my wallet in.
Yeah.
I'd go left. I'm with Luke. I'd go left.
Lefties.
We had people come in like during I was there for like literally 2 weeks, and we had people come in. Like I had one girl in my 2 week time frame that I was there come in 4 different times in 2 weeks. It's a huge hypochondriac, just coming in for different shit.
But insurance loved her.
I bet they did too. Dude, she met her deductible the first week, I bet. Shit, no. She was like coming in for like, I have a headache, and we're like, take some ibuprofen. Oh, cool. Like,
So she would go in there, waste everyone's time for stupid shit like that.
yeah, all the time. Like on all 4 times she was there, not one time was there actually anything wrong.
What an idiot.
Yeah,
That annoys me.
yeah, me too.
Because I don't go to stat care unless I feel like, okay, I need to go to stat care.
So
or
she's
somewhere.
the reason that when you go to stat care, it takes 4 hours for them to look
Yeah.
at you.
I'm not joking. At the stat care, 90% of people that come through are like that. Like it's everybody that comes through is just like.
Which one were you at?
I went to a couple different ones. So the 2 week period, I was at a different one, and I would be at 2 weeks at a time.
Uh-huh.
So I went to Plain. I was at Jackson.
Were you ever at
I was at Maslin.
Altman in North Canton?
No, we only did Mercy stat cares.
I hate that place.
It's Mercy stat care.
No, Altman.
Yeah, it's bad.
Really bad.
Well, Andy, are you talking about the one right across the street from the Gecko? 'Cause that's a Mercy.
Diagonal.
Diagonal?
Yeah, it's an Altman.
I've never been
There's
to
an
that
Altman
one.
stat care.
I've never been
There's
to
a
that
Mercy, and then across the street.
I know there's
is
I know there's an Altman, but I've never been to that one.
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't ever.
No, I did 2 weeks at Plain, or 2 weeks at Jackson, 2 weeks at Maslin.
But Maslin would be a trip.
Maslin was actually one of the funnier ones.
Really?
Yeah. There was this one dude that came in who apparently would come in every couple months because every time he would come in, he'd be like, on the chart, I was exposed to an STD, and he would come in like every other month. Dude was just fucking.
Man's getting around.
He did not care.
You go, King.
Yeah. And I was there the one time he came back positive.
Oh.
So poor bastard.
You have the crabs.
You have post-penal drip.
You.
Oh,
gross.
man, the imagery we
What's
just
the difference
ate.
between that and pre-penal drip?
About 10 minutes. Depending. Yeah.
So I was watching. You guys know the channel Kurzgast? I don't know how to fucking say that. You know,
What?
What?
it's a YouTube channel called Kurzgast or whatever.
Yeah, he makes like the really funky looking animations.
They're like animation videos, and they're really informative on a bunch of different topics.
Cool.
Never heard of those?
No.
No.
You've
You guys gotta be living
yeah,
under
you
a rock,
have.
then.
Yeah, you have. Make him look it up real quick. Just make him feel a little like a baka.
If they haven't, then they really live under
How
rocks.
the fuck is
Kurz.
K-U-R-Z?
Kurzgast, top one.
Never seen a video from
Let
him.
me see it.
How have you never seen a
Never seen
Kurzgast
any of
video?
these?
I've seen them before. I click on them like once, and I'm like, these are stupid. And
They're fucking
I
awesome.
love 'em.
Hold
They're
on, let me
amazing.
look.
Awesome.
I've started getting them recommended to me. If that's what you're bringing up.
No, not about recommendation. But
Oh,
actually about
no,
that
no,
top
I
video.
have watched a couple of these.
They're super awesome videos. Very well put together. Very informative.
I watched The End of Space. I know that one.
So the last one they uploaded, It has to do with like aliens and alien life and stuff. And there's a theory that I actually just saw on Reddit too. The question was, what is the scariest theory you know? And it is called the Black Forest theory. Now, the best way to like imagine this is, say you're a hunter, right? You just have like a bow and arrow with you. You're in a jungle where you know nobody. It's all foreign to you, and you wake up and you just go on your way, right? You're probably going to be like on your toes, pretty weary of everything around you. You see something, you'll be like, "Oh, the fuck is that? Is that going to hurt me?" Right? That is basically like what the Black Forest theory is. So, the theory is that if we go out looking for alien life and we find alien life, it's like, what do we do in case they're dangerous?
Shoot them.
That's it. Like it's like almost impossible to think about peace or like peaceful negotiations because we don't know what they're thinking. Like, obviously, we can't speak the same language. So if they see us and they're like, "Oh, there's another person," are they thinking that they're going to try and kill me? I'm going to get to them first, so I'm going to fucking annihilate them. That's like the theory, right?
So it makes it difficult too because, like, say you came in contact with an alien theory, you obviously can't write in any language that's on Earth. You can't write a sign that says, like, the bullshit, "We come in peace." If you put your hands up and be like, "What the fuck is he doing?" We don't know what that is. Like,
that could be like
"Oh, we surrendered."
Aggressive to them. Like,
yeah,
we don't know shit.
Yeah.
Whatever dirty scale pigs should learn anyway.
Or like they probably never.
Yeah. Build a wall around the world.
World.
I thought that was that was close.
I have the cognitive abilities of a 3-year-old.
I thought that was a super interesting theory because I haven't really thought about like.
Did he go over the Black Forest theory in the video?
Yeah, so the video is like it starts off in that jungle scenario, and that's where I kind of took that from. Goes over that a little bit, and then it talks about it like. Obviously, us as humans, we've kind of experienced this. Say like actually like North Sentinel Island's a very good one. Like they're still an uncontacted tribe now, pretty much. They don't know shit about us. Like if we show up there, they're usually aggressive. They kill people. And I think that's a very good
example.
Yeah, example of exactly what this is that we can see. Because we go there, we're far more technologically advanced. Obviously, we don't mean harm, but they don't know that. Because they see us come up on these boats with engines and completely different clothing and probably cell phones, lights, and all this crazy shit. And they probably see container ships way out there. They're thinking, what the fuck is all that stuff? And then one comes in like, this could probably hurt me. So let's get to it first.
And then you load them with buckshot.
Well, no, then they kill fucking evangelicals who want to come.
Yeah,
and
that story. That story's always great.
And there's an angel boat.
I wish.
Technically, do you guys know the story of the one religious nutcase who went to North Sentinel Island and got killed?
Yeah. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, I know. He got eaten.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he got on shore, was like, "I'm here to bring you Jesus," and they speared him.
They fucking killed him.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the gist of the story. For those of you who haven't heard it,
Yeah.
This evangelical guy
Love that guy.
went to North Sentinel Island trying to spread the word of God, and they killed him.
Yeah,
and
there's
then
no sugarcoating it.
Yeah, and then they might have eaten him.
That's the theory.
That happened. That's not a theory.
Well, I mean, the theory is he got cannibalized.
Game theory.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
No, I like that because, like, as it's known, he had to bribe fishermen to take him to the island, and the fishermen wouldn't dock on the island. They got him close and were like, "You gotta take a little boat and row yourself in because we're not getting close."
Yeah. He took like a little fucking boat,
Yeah,
and he
like
literally rowed himself in. They didn't even give him like shit. And he was writing in his journal like how scared. He's like, maybe I'm having second thoughts about this. Maybe this is dangerous. Maybe I shouldn't do this. But he's like, no, they need God on North Sentinel Island. They need God.
And then they killed him.
Didn't he like get on the beach and it was like seconds before they just killed him?
Yeah, I don't think he lasted very long.
I think he actually made 2 attempts. The first one he backed out of because
he got arrested.
No, I don't think he did. They were firing arrows at him, so he turned around and he's like, "Okay, I need a new approach." Which I don't think he got a new approach. He just went on, and then made it onto land, and then he he got killed.
Your first fucking mistake was making it onto land.
Right, like what? Why would you go back when people are shooting arrows at you?
How many was that? 12.
I like all the photos of North Sentinel Island where it's like people flying drones over it, and you can see them down there like waving spears.
Yeah,
at it.
they're like pissed off.
And like occasionally, like there's like the video of like a drone flying over and arrows flying past the drone because they're just like, ah.
That's crazy stuff to see. Still a primitive society living like that in this year.
They're
pretty much
fuck.
Yeah, they're the definition of primitive.
Well, there's a lot of them actually. Like
There's a lot
you
of
go to
like
like the
in
Amazon, South
yeah,
America.
South America.
Well, scientists are actually worried about the North Sentinelese because at the rate they're going, because they've lived on the island for so long, there's a limited population, and they've survived solely on incest alone. Their population's dying out pretty quick now.
They're probably gonna
Yeah.
go extinct.
Yeah.
How big is this island? Do you know how big this island is?
It's not enormous.
Yeah, I know where it is.
It's more like, imagine a sandwich, like a sub. That's kind of how it's shaped, like a long sub.
Yeah.
It's like a square.
Is it?
Is it?
I think you might be right.
It's a square.
But it's not huge. It's very,
No. It's
very like forest heavy. There's a
Mhm.
lot of forest, so we can't really see much like on the island itself.
I know it's by India, isn't it?
Yep.
It
It's
is,
off the
yeah.
coast of India. So you can probably just type it in.
I know. I used to be able to just find it though. I was trying to see.
This
if
man really liked it. See, I think it was
it's right around here.
on the other side of India, but
No, it's
on-
if
yeah.
you look at India, it's on facing west.
Yeah, it is. It's around here somewhere, I think.
I
But
wonder if there's any snap stories in sort of
There is. It's,
Far.
yeah.
It's
well,
hilarious.
let's see how close I was.
I'm curious. You
Oh,
were
I
way
was.
off,
I was
yeah.
on the. Oh, damn it! I was on the other side.
There was a
See,
shipwreck
It's a
there.
square.
So is that all forest in the center?
Yeah.
Yeah, all that's all thick.
That is
vegetation.
bigger than I thought,
If
but
you
it is
look
more
over
square-like.
here, the shipwreck.
I think it's on the northwest corner.
There it is.
Oh, we found it. Yeah, we found it.
Yep, there it is.
Man, that is a crisp picture. Holy
That is
Christ.
a nice picture.
That is actually a really good picture.
Isn't it crazy how far technology's come?
And they still
Yeah,
have it.
and they still have spears and bows.
Isn't it amazing how far technology's come and how far the North Sentinelese will go to deny it?
Yep, that was my dark forest theory I wanted to share. I thought that was interesting.
Come on, North Sentinel, don't you want to be?
If anybody's from North Sentinel Island listening to this podcast,
They are
Any,
not.
any viewers from North Sentinel Island?
they just have like one radio and they listen every week.
They just
To this?
They just
Yeah.
love the Hello Harem
First
podcast.
off, it's a radio. How are they streaming?
It's a tablet.
It's a tablet.
What internet connection do they have?
They're probably just like
T-Mobile.
taking
Elon
it off
Musk.
Wi-Fi from
Oh, man.
India.
Do you know how far it is from India? The Wi-Fi would never reach. First off,
Imagine being the poor bastards that wreck your ship, and this is where you wreck.
I know, like out of anywhere, you could have wrecked in like Madagascar.
The worst place in the world to get into a shipwreck.
Yeah, that's not somewhere I want to crash my
No.
ship.
You know, the only nice thing about it is a lot of people know about it. It's not like some weird desert island
Dude.
in the middle of the Pacific.
That's true, but like,
You'd have to survive
yeah,
being attacked.
and you won't.
That's true. Yeah.
unless you have a gun.
Yeah, unless you are strapped.
They are.
with your
There's the
ship.
picture with them all.
Unless you have a gun, I swear to God, you shoot one of them, I bet none of them are gonna run at you because they're gonna realize you're dangerous.
Yeah, they're going to be freaked out.
You bought
Jesus
it.
Christ.
You bought it.
Takes a
I think
second.
you've done that the last like 2 or 3 episodes.
I kept thinking back to like Storage Wars.
You bought it. All right, Anthony, hit us with this animation of the week.
Animation of the week. All right, so what I chose this week, Odd Taxi, half off your cab fare. Now, Odd Taxi, we follow our main protagonist, Otokawa, who is a pretty ugly walrus, right? I'm not being blunt, but it's true. He's not too good looking.
Before is that like a trope that he's ugly?
Low key, yeah, but like people don't play on it in the show. It comes back around towards the end, and if I were to say it, it would spoil it because there's a huge twist in this show that you probably would not expect.
Okay. I just wanted to know if people
He's
like.
not a walrus, he's a manatee.
I love when a plot
Definitely
point is
walrus.
how ugly.
I know.
So, Otokawa is a taxi driver in Tokyo. He lives a very normal life, just drives around. He has a very humble living. And basically you get to meet the patrons who come into his cab, some of them are very eccentric. You get like the Homo sapiens, they're a comedy duo who are kind of struggling. You get this one kid who wants to go viral. And that's basically where things start to get funky. So there was a high school girl, and she was a pretty high status. She was in an idol group, and she went missing, right? So everyone's kind of like wondering where she went, and in Otokawa's taxi, there was a camera, and he was the last person to drive this girl around. So the cops are kind of finding their way back to Otokawa, and then one day he picks up this one kid who wants to go viral on the internet, and he snaps a picture with Otokawa. He wants to get a selfie, and in the background is this guy named Dobu, who was a wanted criminal, and he's in the picture. And then this kid calls out Dobu on Twitter, and the tweet goes viral. So Dobu's like, all right, I'm going to go find this taxi driver.
Tweet at Dobu?
No, he just tweets it, and the tweet went viral.
Hey, at Dobu.
At Dobu,
And
the
then
wanted
he-
criminal.
And then he couldn't really like show his face anymore because everyone knew who he was. So he was like, okay, we're going to go get this Otokawa guy, see what he's all about, if we can put an end to this kid, get him to stop being a little dumbass. And the story progresses a lot from there. It's this big mystery, and we just kind of follow this idol group and what's going on with them. And there's a little side story. Oh no, it all intertwines. There's a nurse and who works at this clinic with this doctor that's been seeing Otokawa for a while because he has insomnia and he can't sleep. So the doctor's trying to figure out why Otokawa can't sleep. And that is actually a very big plot point in the show. This anime is actually in the running for Anime of the Year, and I'm not upset about that at all. It is extremely good. It isn't like... It's interesting because the characters are animals. Right? So
What?
Yeah, they are animals.
Oh, I thought when you were saying big fat walrus,
No,
you
he
were
is-
just
he is
being an
not.
asshole.
He's just an
little
ugly
walrus.
bastard all along.
Oh,
So-
I thought he was an ugly bastard.
Otokawa is a walrus. The doctor is a gorilla. The nurse is a llama or an alpaca.
There's a rapping porcupine.
Wait,
There
hold
is-
the fuck
What's
up.
Dobo?
I gotta look
Dobo
this
is
up real
like
quick.
a chimp or a monkey. He looks really aggressive and mean.
Well, that seems a little racist.
There is. Well, he does. That's what he looks like. He's got like a jagged tooth sticking up. He's got raggedy, like aggressive punk clothes.
I'm just saying, why'd they have to make the monkey the bad
Don't
guy?
ask me. I didn't write it.
That's all I'm getting
And
at.
there is a rapping porcupine who's part of the Yakuza who gets
Holy
involved.
fuck, he's just a...
Yeah, he's a walrus. He's pretty fucking ugly. He's a really cool
Hey,
guy.
dude, he
though.
looks like a badass.
It's kinda
What are you
hard,
talking
actually.
about?
When they
It
talk
is-
to him, his demeanor is so just like, all right, whatever.
You know what his
Doesn't give a
shirt
shit.
reminds
He's
me
witty.
of?
He's very witty.
His shirt reminds me of like a Miller Lite because it has like those wheat flour
Yeah.
things around it. It looks like he's wearing a Miller Lite Hawaiian t-shirt.
And
Yo,
Luke,
I would watch this. This looks cool as fuck.
it is fucking amazing. Like, no cap. It is such a good show. I was enthralled all 12 episodes. And Luke did mention the rapping porcupine.
Mic check, mic check.
All right,
One,
we're
two,
back.
one,
The
two.
the camera, after our beer break, decided to then go out after 6 minutes. So I was leaving off with Yano, bringing up the rapping porcupine. Every time he comes into scene and he speaks, a beat starts playing, and he starts rapping over the beat. That's just how he talks. And they do address this in the show. Other characters like, oh, are you referring to that guy who speaks in a really weird cadence? And that's Yano. He's not a boss in the Yakuza, but he's below a boss. So him and Dobu are they're like the same level, but they go against each other. They don't really meddle in each other's business. It's a rule they both have. But
Is
that's how it's
Dobu a Yakuza too, or is he just a criminal?
technically a Yakuza, I think. Or just a criminal. He's not a great guy, but he's not a horrible guy. He comes around.
Go Dobo.
Yeah, he's pretty base. Low key.
Go Dobo.
I do 100% recommend watching this show, especially since it is in the running for Anime of the Year. And I fully think it's deserved. It's a fantastic show. It kept me enthralled 100% for 12 episodes. I just kept wanting to watch more. And the whole reason I watched it was I found this clip on our anime of Otokawa just talking to a passenger in his taxi. And the conversation they were having, I was like, whoa. I don't know why I'm so interested, but I'm really interested.
If you were to tip your cab driver, how much would you tip him out of 10?
Depending on what my fare was.
How long do you think he kept the meter running before he started driving?
He doesn't
Between 1
stop,
to 10
right?
minutes.
Otoka he keeps the meter running.
Between 1 to 10 minutes before he started driving, how long did he keep the meter running?
When that door opens, I think the meter starts.
How long was it?
So say we have a 10-minute drive. We're going from like Shibuya
Holy
Crossing.
shit, you're pissing me off.
I'm just trying to get an accurate estimate.
So if he needs to get to Midtown, we're coming from South Main.
Before he started driving, he has not started driving. How long did he keep the meter running before he started driving?
Where's he picking you up?
Between 1 to 10 minutes.
Where's he picking you up?
Let's go 3 minutes.
I guess it's a 3 out of 10. I don't know what the fuck you want
Is
from
it-
me,
Alright,
dude.
listen.
Is it rush hour?
No, it's he usually does a night shift.
Night. So he's doing a lot of Shibuya
Okay,
Shinjuku
where are we
type
getting-
beats.
Yeah,
Picked
he's in
up, though.
Shibuya a lot. We'll say in front of Shibuya Station,
Okay.
and then we're going to say Shibuya Crossing on Halloween, so there's a lot of traffic, so it's going to be a decent drive. We'll say it's a 10-minute drive.
Wait, so where are we going?
Shibuya Crossing.
Shibuya Crossing right by Shibuya Station.
Okay, I haven't been to Japan. Fuck up. All right, so we're going from Shibuya Crossing. We'll take it to
Let's go to Roppongi Hills.
we'll go to Roppongi Hills. What drive is that, Alex? What are we looking at? Busy Halloween night.
Shibuya Crossing to Roppongi Hills. You probably busy Halloween night.
Yeah,
You're looking like a 15-20 minute
15,
drive.
20-minute drive.
Probably.
Let's say your fare is
I pulled that out my
let's say
ass.
your fare is 3,300 yen, right? We're at 3,300 yen.
Cheap taxi.
Arukawa's a man.
Good fares.
I would tip him. I'd tip him like 8,000 yen.
8,000 yen.
Yeah, that's a good tip. Although you don't really. Would you tip a cab driver in Japan?
No, you don't tip people in Japan.
So I
Hold
would.
on. First off, it was a $3,300 cab, right?
Yeah.
You tipped him 8,000.
Yeah.
Yen.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Good
You're
right.
paying 11,000
So
yen.
you're paying
Oh man, yeah. My mind kind of went.
800
there.
yen. 800 yen.
Yeah, I'll tip
Luke,
him
thanks for
800
that.
yen.
We don't
Yeah, I
know
gave him a
conversions.
250% tip. It was really good.
Cheap taxis.
Not only did I get a good taxi drive, but I got an enthralling conversation with a walrus.
So 230% tip seemed cheap to me.
That's what it's worth.
I mean, if I get
You
a
don't
talking
just.
walrus, I'm gonna give a 200% tip as well.
Yeah, fuck. That was the anime of the week. Give it a watch.
You know, this is a perfect segue into the next topic we kind of wanted to hit.
What is
about,
it?
About like weird things in Japan.
Things.
You know what's weird in Japan? The taxi doors open automatically. You don't touch them.
I wouldn't want someone's grubby ass hands touching the cab door either.
Yeah, you don't touch your cab door hands or cab doors. You don't touch the cab doors.
Then in New York, you're lucky if the seats aren't sticky.
Who knows what's on them?
Every taxi I've ever been in New York has smelled funny, and the seats have been kind of sticky. So that's shockingly true.
I've never been in a taxi.
I haven't either.
I've taken a couple in a couple different cities, and it's never been a pleasant experience. I'm not okay. There was one in Chicago I took where the driver was just some old fucking man, just like dude was pushing 85,
Ooh.
just driving a cab, and he was pretty pleasant. He was he was dropping us off at our hotel, and on the way there he was like giving us facts about the neighborhood. So he's a pretty nice guy.
This is Willoughby Hills. Don't go there at night.
This is Westgate Park. It's not bad.
It's the only taxi that hasn't been jerked off in.
There's a lot of weird things in Japan that us as Westerners don't do. Like a lot.
Let's just like go because we made a whole
We
ass
don't have
list.
nearly as many bidets.
No,
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 Kyle
we
has
don't.
a bidet though. Cone does.
did he actually order one?
Yeah.
Brandon
it's
had a
been installed.
bidet.
I want one.
Brandon had a
Nice,
bidet.
dude.
Jay said, "Oh, Brandon, you have a bidet," and then squirted it all over his fucking crotch.
I thought.
It's not a sink to dunk your balls in, but it cleans your ass.
That's what he was doing.
Let me justify this. I shatted, and then I wiped, and I stood up, and I turned around, and I noticed that Brandon's toilet had, by the seat, a little knob. And I was like, I wonder what that does. So I turned it, and it just shot water all over my crotch. And I was like, that's what that does.
And he came out looked like he just pissed him.
I would like to use a bidet. I feel like the cleanliness is on another level.
I want to also.
I used it once.
I want to put it on
Were
super high
you
pressure.
like really scared?
Yeah,
didn't you
dude.
wait till like the last day?
Yeah, I don't even think Corporal used one. I think he was too scared.
Damn, how do you go to Japan and not use a bidet?
I know. I
Yes.
had to. Like, I was there for 10 days, and I didn't for 10 days because I was too scared. And then in the airport, in Haneda Airport, I'm like, I can't leave without using one. So I went and I used one, and it was scary at first. I won't even lie, dude. I was actually scared. I was like, who's around me? I hope I'm the only one in here. What if I make a weird noise? But I did it.
Alex like walks like is like taking his shit, and then he like looks at the bidet, and he's like, "Be gentle. It's my first time."
He's taking his shit and he starts sweating harder.
That was scary, dude. That was actually scary.
What if the
But I
water
did it.
pressure was high and it hit you in the balls?
You can adjust the water pressure. You can make it hurt.
Did the bathroom you used also have the sound thing?
I didn't look for the sound thing. I don't think at the time when I was there I
What?
knew they had sound things.
There's I don't know how popular they are, if they're all over the place, but there's like a setting you can do with it. Makes fake sounds to cover up the sound of you shitting.
It will. Yeah, you can like push a button. There's speakers in the goddamn toilet that when you hit the button, it'll make a flushing sound. So when you like shit and you don't want the splash to be there, you hit the button so it covers up the sound.
That's fantastic.
Ingenious, really.
You know what the best thing about Japanese restrooms is? There's no fucking 2-foot gap at the bottom of a stall, so no one can crawl underneath.
That's a big problem over
That
here.
is.
Hey, my boy, what you doing? Hey,
Hey, what you doing in there? It's also.
have you
weird.
not seen that video?
I have, yeah.
I
It's-
The little kid just crawls underneath the bathroom. He goes, "Wait a minute, man, what you doing?" He opens the door and walks out of his stall.
I love that video.
Also, like the gaps in the doors themselves, like where it locks,
Yeah,
it's
they're-
like an inch.
you can clearly fit a whole eyeball in there.
Like, imagine walking up, looking in, and be like, "You almost done in there?"
Shit, it's occupied. If you couldn't tell from the 2-foot gap, I seen the guy's jeans bunched up.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, that's how I check if someone's in a stall.
You look in.
Like, I don't pull the door. Like, I walk past and I like wait to see if I can see anything in the gap.
I do that too.
But now that
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it, like sometimes you gotta like really look, and I bet that they can see me. just
I look underneath to see if I can see feet.
my eyes, just one eye, just like staring at them.
But Thorpe, what if they're resting in prime pooping position
Feet up.
and their feet are up and you can't see them?
Then it's a gamble.
I like to put them like on the stall door.
Like you're the gynecologist?
The flying eagle is what I like to call it.
That's a classic move.
Yeah, man.
I think bathrooms in Japan. You know,
I think toilets should have stirrups.
Jesus.
Hold on. What's a stirrup?
It's like what you put your feet into.
You have you ever
Alex, you remember you were in my room. We were watching a video on the B-17 ball tournament.
Yes.
You put your feet
No,
up in
I
the
know.
stirrups.
No, I know. Yeah.
Okay. Alex, I don't know if you encountered this, but in Japan, is it like common in every house or apartment to have like your bathroom? Your bathroom, say it's 2 separate rooms: your shower room and then your shitting room.
Yeah.
And like the shower room, you can get everything all wet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's like
base.
wall to floor tile. There's no paint or drywall in bathrooms. It's all tile. So you could splash in the bath all you want.
That is ingenious. That really is.
That's
And a separate room where you take a shit. Like, is that not the
That's
greatest?
fantastic.
Right. So
That
like
is
someone
pretty
else can
nice.
take a shower while you take a shit.
That
And you-
way,
Or
like,
you could take
And then a
shit
third
while they-
person can shave.
Yeah.
a shower, a shit, and a shave.
Hold on, honey. I gotta do the trifecta.
Yeah.
It just goes down in a line. So the first person shaves, they move to the toilet, the next person comes in and starts shaving. That bath's gonna
Honey.
smell awful
Honey,
by
what-
the time the third person gets in.
honey, when is your sister getting here? Like 20 minutes. Why? I gotta do a triple S. I don't have time. I need a shower, a shit, and a shave, and I'm running out of time.
yeah,
I just wanted to
obviously.
know which one you guys wouldn't do
I thought
if you
so,
had the
too.
option.
If you had to shit,
shave.
shower, and shave, shave.
Well,
So you wouldn't shave?
Like, what if I had to shave? Like, what if I'm growing in
So
this-
you have to. You're on a time limit. You have to choose one.
You have 15 minutes. You have 15.
Oh, I could get all...
You think I
the
can't
shit-
do all 3 in 15
The
minutes?
shit might be the difficult part.
I have a
But
confession.
you're dirty.
to make.
But you're dirty.
You shit in the shower.
I waffle stomp.
Well, when you think about it, if you're running on time and you have to, you're gonna have to make a sacrifice. There's a sacrifice to be made. You either forsake your humanity and you poop in the shower.
Okay, no, hold on. So you have 10 minutes, right?
All right.
Each thing takes 5. What do
Okay.
you omit?
Shaving.
I mean, the shaving.
Okay, the question is, do I have to shave? Like, am I looking so bad that I can't go out in public, or I'll look like fucking poo-poo shit?
No, you're not.
But you
Or
want
do I have to shit so bad that it's like...
Well, here's
Can
they're
I
all.
not shit when I get there?
It depends where you.
All right, first
We're
off,
adding it to
all
the
right,
hypothetical.
all right. Here's where it's going. You really have to shave. You are going to blow your trousers out.
And you need
You
a shower.
smell like absolute dog shit.
I'd omit shaving.
Shaving.
So that was my confession, actually.
What?
I-
And we know you don't shower.
You don't shower.
That's not a confession.
It's worse.
You don't shit?
All right, so
You shave while shitting.
so last week I may have had the dirtiest week of my life.
What the fuck?
You didn't wipe.
Let him tell the story. I want to hear this.
So, all right. So last week, I was having a kind of a rough week. I wasn't feeling too good. Just didn't really feel like doing anything. Monday through Friday, I did not take a shower.
Jesus.
5
dude.
days. It gets worse. Monday through Friday, I did not shave. Monday through Friday, I did not brush my teeth or wear deodorant. Monday through Friday, there were 2 separate occasions where I had a clean getaway and did the one wipe check.
You work with people in a hospital.
Oh, yeah, and Monday through Friday, when I was at home, I didn't even wash my hands.
You're a foul
It was
individual.
It was the filthiest week of my life. When Friday came around and I got back from work, first off, oh yeah, and I wore the same scrubs all week. So I didn't change my clothes all
There are
week.
probably skid marks in your fucking drawers. Sweat stains in your scrubs.
I didn't change my underwear either because I didn't shower, so I never threw anything in the hamper.
That is.
No, okay, so when Friday came
Covered
around, and I got all my clothes off, I threw them in the hamper, and noticeably everything started to smell a little weird. And then I was like, all right, and then I got in the shower, and I was like, everything feels better. And then I got out and I shaved, and I was like, I look like a different person. And then I brushed my teeth, and I was like, there's not hair on my teeth anymore. It was the filthiest experience of my life.
All right, we're going way too far off topic.
That's a Josh White right there.
It was fucked, man.
What do we got next on the list?
The
Well,
filth.
the first one was bathhouses, and it wasn't even anywhere close to what we've been
We can
talking
chalk
about.
that up with bathhouses.
Yeah, I
We
think
talk
we did
about
it.
bathrooms enough.
Robot workers.
I don't know too much about this, but I did watch a video. I think it was with Paolo. He went into a hotel, and the workers were fucking dinosaurs.
Yeah, they have. There's robot dinosaur workers at a hotel in Japan.
What a
This has to be in Tokyo.
Oh yeah, it was
Oh,
Tokyo.
it's definitely Tokyo.
It's not fucking Echizen.
Where else would it be?
The Echizen Dinosaur Hotel.
Yeah, that's like their one big attraction.
All right, we make knives, don't speak English, and have a dino hotel.
It was in Obama City.
Yeah, there is.
Right next to the Obama statue.
Yes.
That they have.
There's a train station in it's on the Sea of Japan in one of those cities. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm just gonna go on a limb and say Wakayama or something like that. But their train station has animatronic dinosaurs out front.
Oh yes, I know about that.
Yeah.
I know about that.
They
So-
like robots.
They love robots
Japan
for some
is-
reason.
That's funny as fuck. Like
Robot dinos.
here, everything is like we gotta make everything look clean and professional. They're like, let's put some fucking dinosaurs in front of the subway.
Like,
What?
what happens if you encounter like? I think they have staff there as well, so there is a problem. But hypothetically speaking, and they only had dinosaurs, you like can't get into your room. You're like, hey, Mr. Pterodactyl, my key card won't work. What do I do? And he goes,
All right, I guess we can talk to Mr. Triceratops.
Goes, and then starts clawing the fuck out of you.
All right,
It's just like you have gash marks on your chest. You're like, thank you for the wonderful service.
Like you're like in bed in the morning. You're like sleeping, and then you just hear. You're like, oh, it must be housekeeping. So you get up and open the door, and like 4 velociraptors run in and start cleaning every square.
You like call the friends, like, can I get a 7 a.m. wake up call? And they're like, and you're like, thanks.
And your wake up call is just like, it's just loud as fuck.
It's like,
Boy, we've talked about animals a lot in this episode.
Dinosaurs.
Whereabouts are go on.
How strict it is to get your driver's license in Japan?
I don't even know the full.
It's not easy.
I've
I know
looked it
it's
up
not
once,
easy.
and I was like, why are these like things that you have to worry about?
We can ask Maho.
Does she have a license?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should ask Maho. I'd like to know that.
License
Because it is. I've seen videos and I've heard stuff, but it is so hard.
Well, here
Your
it's
license.
literally, if you're under 18, say you're 16, 15 and a half, whatever, you go to classes. I did like 3 or 4 classes for like, it was like 4 hours per
like
class.
3 or 4 hour classes.
And then you pass a written test that is so fucking easy. You have to be
What do you
absolutely
do with
stupid.
the red light?
Yeah, like.
I cheated on mine.
Wait, on what part?
The written.
So you take the written, and then you go to the BMV, and you take your driving portion, and I drove in like a circle. I drove around the block and came back.
Yeah.
And then you get your license. They're like, have fun with the car.
That's exactly what I did.
It's so easy here.
Yeah. I did a circle around the block, did maneuverability, and went home.
Yeah, like it is actually like a joke to get your license. I mean, it's awesome because I don't have to do shit.
Well,
So,
like my maneuverability, like I theoretically should have failed because I hit a cone, but the lady was like, "You can just start over." I was like,
You know what's crazy about a motorcycle license
oh.
is all you have to do to be able to ride the motorcycle. 1 second. Okay. You just have to go in and pass a written test, and they give you your temps, and you can go ride a motorcycle. The only restrictions are you can't ride above 55 miles per hour, ride at night, or ride with a passenger.
which no one or the highway. You can't go on the highway, but no one follows the 55. Like if you're on a motorcycle, you're gonna go over 55 miles an hour.
I can't drive that.
All right, Sammy. Did you find anything?
I'm taking a test right now.
Well, when you get done, we got to get the results.
I thought about before I knew how like motorcycle temps worked. In my head, I was like, I wonder if like they gotta have an instructor like ride on the back. like,
well, yeah, when you have your temps with a parent, they have to be driving with you at all times.
Yeah.
So I was like, Dad, if I get my motorcycle license, do you have to sit on the back of the bike?
Have I said about my driver's license exam experience on the podcast before?
I don't think so.
So I got in my car, and the tester came and got in the car. A third man came out, got my back seat. He was the tester's tester. So I was being tested by the tester, and the tester was being tested by the tester. So first off, I'm in the car. I'm like, this is like a cartoon experience. Oh, I got the tester and the tester here. I got in, and I do the maneuverability, and I fucking nail it, because goddamn can I drive a car. I went and started going around the block, and then all of a sudden she's just like, turn right here. So I started turning right. She's like, no, up there. I was like, why'd you tell me to turn right then? And the dude in the back went, like it was a noticeable like, fucking.
Do you think the tester and the tester walk out of the BMV together in fear of Chester the tester molester?
Probably.
So
Chester, tester molester.
I don't know what this even means.
I love the
It was an audible
fucking
sigh.
Christ, Maria.
Like, first off, I was like, oh man, I feel like a dumbass for turning, even though she said turn like right here. She gave me like no heads up or anything. She's like, turn right. So I started to turn right. She's like, not here. Then the guy's just like, like.
Was he sighing at you or the lady?
I don't know.
It had to be the lady.
There's no way I would have known.
Yeah.
I'm too busy looking forward trying not to get points off of this
10 and
stupid ass
2.
test. As I drive like I have a stick up my ass.
Yeah,
I
you're
didn't
so
drive at
tense.
10 and 2. I drove at 1 and 3. Right turns are really good. Or left turns are really good. Right turns are a little rough.
12 and 6.
1 and 3. 1 and 3's over here.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Like this. Do reverse grip on one.
Yeah. Oh, left turns. Oh, I was saying I would do it like this. So left turns would be great.
Yeah, left turn would be pretty easy.
You guys got your license before me, but when I was in driving school, you know how when you turn a car, you do that?
Yeah.
You know, like turning a car. You know how they want you to do it? Like let go of the wheel and kind of like...
shimmy?
Yeah, like shimmy it
That
up.
would take forever.
I know. That's what they want you
That
to do.
seems
Because
dangerous.
you know why they said don't do this? Your hands could get snagged. Like on each other. Like
Oh no, I can't.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, dude, I can't fucking.
well, they were like that, or you could get it stuck in the wheel. Like, I was like, I was like, what kind of fucking
you have a
dumbass.
special kind of stupid.
How smooth are you? If you get your arms snagged in the wheel, or you get your fucking arms tangled, you shouldn't be driving a car.
All right, let's see if Luke passed this test.
No.
1, 2, 3.
Looking good.
I got 100.
Let's go. Did you get your driver's license in Japan?
That was the first of 3 practice written tests. There are 3 practice written tests, and there's the written test guide and practice.
Well, let's
Guide to Japanese road signs and driving test guide.
We'll get our answer from Maha. See how difficult it is. This one's an interesting one. It's like nothing we have here. I think we'll bunch. The next one we'll just combine 2. We'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. That is Gothic Lolita fashion and idol culture.
What about it?
We don't have anything even remotely similar to that in the United States.
Nope.
Stand back, liberal. I see the punks and the goths.
That is so not the same
It's
thing.
not the same thing.
Stand back, liberal. I see the ravers.
What the fuck are ravers?
He's like,
You know that episode of Samurai Jack where he has to fight the robot DJ?
No.
They were all ravers.
Were they?
Yeah.
Ravers are weird. They seem like not people.
They were all weirdos in the show, too.
let's start with the weirder one for Western culture, and that's idol culture. Because we know that does not exist here.
There's
There's
nothing.
Excuse
No.
you. We have Kelly Clarkson.
She is country.
You bought it.
You bought it. All right, we're back. Cameras are thirsty again. They've really
fucking
been.
drugs.
They really like their beers.
Yeah, they've been really wanting tonight.
Lolitas and idols.
Lolitas. I know. So I just did a quick Google search on Lolita fashion. And that started Uber search. That started in the late 70s, early 80s is when it really kind of took its form. And then from then on, it just got more popular. And let's take this like metal music. That's a pretty good example. So you have,
Okay.
Hear me out.
I'm with you.
All right. So you have like metal music, and you have metal music is a genre of music. So in Lolita fashion, you have technically genres of the fashion. There's like gothic, classic, and there's
It
it was sweet.
Western.
No, that is a subgenre. So then in metal, there is an endless amount of subgenres. Like you could have technical death metal, hardcore, grindcore, deathcore, sludge, doom. It goes on forever. It does not end. So you can break Lolita fashion down like that, where you get into your subgenres of the genre.
Do you think the people who are interested in Lolita fashion gatekeep as much as the metal community?
No, the metal community is really good at gatekeeping.
They're fucking... they're slugs.
Do you think they also have dom genres?
Dom?
Dumb.
So they have subgenres.
Oh,
Do you
fuck.
think they have
Jesus
dom
Christ.
genres?
Luke, I said we have to cut it out with the
Oh, I'm
sophisticated
sorry.
jokes.
I didn't realize submissive and dominating were really... I thought that was childish enough.
Anything over like some shitty dad joke just whooshes everybody here.
We have to stay limited to exactly nothing but toilet humor.
So some of the subgenres of Lolita fashion are country. There's like grotesque.
Isn't it like Western?
That was like that could
Like
fall under
cowboy
country.
lolitas.
Yeah, I only named
I'd
two,
be
but
into it actually.
there's a lot more
Yeehaw!
than just the two I named. But it's wild because in the U.S., even if you go to like a popular city like New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, the big Johns, like I feel like that shit doesn't exist there.
I feel like a genre of fashion here is like uppity white bitch.
I think like
Like, you know, like the girl with the college sweatshirt, hoodie, and leggings, and the white
I
white
wouldn't even say
Converse.
that's a
Dog,
like,
you just like described my ex-girlfriend.
That's
Uppity white bitch.
uppity white bitch. That's what she was.
You're right, she was.
She was an uppity white bitch. That's a
exactly
whole
what she
ass
was.
thing here. When me and Jonathan went to the concert, there were two uppity white bitches in front of us.
And one of them tried to diddle you.
No, they didn't. They were like, they thought we had the plague.
Oh.
They were like scared of us.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about the two.
do you blame him? Jonathan doesn't shower. You look like you.
I think it was just because we had like what beard? I don't know.
Hey,
Yingling
George
in our
Washington
hand.
and Pigpen just showed up to the concert.
That was pretty good.
Go ahead.
Don't fucking touch me.
Sorry about that.
Don't be
Okay,
a
it's
fucking
gonna hurt, it's
dick
gonna hurt.
about it.
George
All right,
Washington and Pigpen.
Big Ben.
Right.
Name a more iconic duo.
I'm so glad
mean,
that everyone knew who I was talking about when I said Pigpen. That's good.
But I don't mean to like shame people because there's people that are actually really into fashion here, and that's like I'm not shaming any white bitches or something like that.
uppity
you know?
white
Uppity
bitches.
white bitches.
I'm not
Like,
trying to shame all the uppity white bitches.
I'm
watching
not
this.
trying to shame all you white bitches out there.
like if that's what you want to wear, like go wear it. But,
Yeah,
like
I think
there's
that-
there's nothing like Lolita fashion here. Is
Yeah,
what I'm
like,
trying to make.
that
You need to be
aside-
careful. 90% of our audience is uppity white bitches.
I know how much they love dudes talking about anime.
We get a lot of women.
Yeah, I frick women.
Frick gaming.
That aside, like, I don't know if you could find a Wikipedia page for any sort of fashion in the U.S.
Oh, I'm sure
I'm
you
sure
could.
if I
yeah.
Google uppity white bitch, I'm gonna get something.
No, I'm sure you could. Like,
Where's my mouse?
Like, what would you even think to look up?
I mean, think of like
Valley girl.
Yeah, that's
that
a
a
whole
thing?
ass.
Valley
Yeah,
Girl?
yeah, that's a whole ass thing. That's actually a really good one.
Alright.
Any white
so-
look up Valley Girl. Look up Valley Girl. I'm curious.
What about like disco? You know, back in the 70s.
it's not-
No, people.
That I'd say
Take a
that's
look,
more of
Thor.
like a movement.
Go ahead. Thor.
That's
I think
fair.
Gothic
Valley Girl.
Lolita is like a fashion thing.
Valley
it is,
girl is a fashion.
It's so. Is it really?
Yeah, I think it is.
I'm not seeing much.
Well,
Is it like-
I
it's
can't
like-
get. It's like the. It was 80s.
It's
It was
still a thing. It's people.
But I mean, it was
dressing and
80s,
acting
like-
like
Yeah.
they're from Silicon Valley.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think Jay's 100% right with that. I think there is actually like a Valley Girl thing.
Was it still prevalent today?
It's still prevalent.
But Valley Girl doesn't
I
like
went to fucking college with somebody who I described as a Valley girl.
but like that doesn't stick out as much as like a Lolita would. You know, like Lolita looks like Victorian fashion.
Yeah, they are fully.
like
they
when
are-
you see them on the street, you're like,
I got
whoa.
furries.
That's not a fashion.
It's not a fashion.
Speak
That's
for
a mental
yourself.
illness.
That's not a fashion. That's a lifestyle.
Yeah, Alex was right. The Lolita fashion came from Victorian era clothing and stuff. So they have like big dresses and all that.
Frilly.
It's
the
very
dresses kind of-
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah,
That's
That's
Actually-
all it is.
It looks fucking based.
It's awesome.
It's
I love
really
it.
cool.
It's super cool.
Makes for good hentai.
I don't think I've ever seen
It
one.
make Lukey drool.
It make Lukey drool.
So if you want to see like Lolita, Harajuku's kind of
Harajuku's like the place.
place.
Yeah.
I'm
My girl
going to
Kathy
Harajuku.
Cat. She's from
Cat.
Germany, I think. She lives in Japan. She does Ask Japanese on YouTube. So many different styles this chick wears. It's very impressive.
She's really nailed the subgenres of Lolita fashion.
Yeah, she'll wear like a super like. If you saw one of her outfits, be like, oh, that definitely looks like a sweet. She has like rainbows and colorful and candies, and then she'll
Next
wear
week
like
she could be doing country.
I don't maybe, who knows? Catch her.
I need to go to Harajuku for research purposes.
What else is on the list?
Would you
We
guys-
didn't really dive into
This
idols
is
too
kind
much.
of off topic, but it's also kind of on topic. Would you guys go to like a like I guess this would be an older thing. They probably don't have them anymore. Like one of those stores in Japan where you could go and rent a movie and a jack-off room.
Those are in the U.S.
Well, I know, but like I'm talking about a Japanese one.
I wouldn't do it in the U.S., so I doubt I would be more compelled to do it in Japan.
But would you?
Probably not.
No.
Like I just said, I wouldn't do it in the U.S., so I wouldn't be
So
more
you really
compelled
need to
in
get a
Japan.
nut off.
I'm not going to a cum room to jack off.
You've gone like 14 hours without a nut.
That's easy.
Speak for yourself.
You no longer speak English or Japanese. You now speak through telepathy.
If I go more than 3 hours without a nut,
Jesus.
I'm going to get sweaty.
It's really hot in here.
Yeah, it's really coming up on 3 hours. We gotta speed this up.
Anyway, idols.
Idols.
There is no culture like that here at all.
No.
No, it
I
doesn't
mean, like,
exist.
The Spice Girls.
Not even close to relevant.
Yeah, that's even
That is
even
just
that.
a girl group.
Destiny's Child.
That is
Same
also
thing.
just
It's
a girl
girl
group.
pop group.
The Dixie Chicks.
We're still on the realm of girl pop group.
In excess.
Who the fuck is that?
Those are men.
There's guy idols. There's guy idols in
Yeah.
Japan.
You can have dude idols.
You
Yeah.
think
Idols.
You think I know the idol culture gets kind of a bad rap for being pretty toxic to the talent and stuff. Do you think it's kind of the same way towards guys?
Yeah.
They're treated
100%.
just as shitty.
100%. 100%.
100%.
100%.
They probably get.
I heard something. Actually, Amanda told me one of the dudes. So you guys know Blackpink?
No.
There's South Korean K-pop group.
I
They're
know
idols.
them.
They're idol groups. K-pop bullshit. And then there is a BTS. You obviously know BTS.
Yeah.
So one of the dudes from BTS followed one of the girls from Blackpink on Twitter. Got so much shit for it from the fans, he unfollowed her, just because he followed her. Because the fans for like idol groups,
They're toxic a lot. I
they're
don't want to say a lot. I feel like that's very.
There are
generalizing.
people that are fans that are just so insane, like just will do everything to see the idol that they like in their own image, and if they do something that's outside their image, they go insane, and that's what happened.
Well, what you see a lot with idol groups is they can't like be in a relationship at all.
Well, they can't do fuck all. They can't do anything. They can't go out in public. They can't go eat a crepe. They can't do fuck all. Like literally nothing.
You know, the most important things in life, going outside and eating crepes.
I think they can like do that. It's more like
Could they eat a crepe without getting hood mobbed?
it depends on how popular they are. Like
Depends on
Baby
the size
Metal-
of your sunglasses.
Baby Metal is considered an idol group, and I follow the Baby Metal subreddit, and I saw a post like 2 days ago.
Well, some of the posts on that subreddit are so
that's what I'm
cringy.
about to
They're
get
so
there.
bad.
They have days. There's like Sue Metal Sunday, Yui Metal Wednesday, or whatever.
Mo
or
Metal
something like-
Monday.
Yeah.
Kami Band. It's Kami Band Wednesday.
Yeah, it's just things like that.
Oh, sorry, bud. I didn't realize we had a mod in
Some
here.
guy made a. That's an insult, man.
I just see it a lot. I don't really care for it.
This guy made a post about Sue Metal, and how old were they when they got like really popular? They were pretty young.
Like 14.
Like 14.
Yeah.
This guy documented. He found all this shit. I don't know where he found it. I did not read his post, but it was. I pretty much documented Sue Metal's entire life up until the age of 8 years old, and 8 years on until she became Baby Metal. And I was like, dude, that's really fucking weird. Why would you do that? That is really strange. If she doesn't post her stuff out there, why would you go fucking digging for it? Especially her as a child, an 8-year-old child. And there was a picture. They're like, yeah, Sue Metal worked her ass off at 8 years old, and she can do whatever she wants. I'm like, okay. This is weird. Stop. Like, that's enough of
You know,
this.
Baby Metal is an interesting example to bring up because I think that Baby Metal is the first introduction of idol culture that America has seen, that it's really kind of like hit the market, you know what I mean? It's become mainstream.
And they're not even like your typical idol group.
No, but there's still definitely like an idol
Yeah,
group,
100%.
like 100%. But Baby Metal is the first of like an idol group just in general to hit the Western market and like stick and be popular. And it's interesting to see Western fans on how they kind of like react to it. Because it is different. It's not just being a fan of the music. It is like America's kind of adopted its own sort of
they want to know everything about
idol culture.
the person.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Some of the things I've seen on that subreddit that were weird.
Yeah,
like,
it does.
Like there was a picture of the whole story behind it's kind of confusing, but apparently Sue Metal and Moa were at like on vacation, and one of the managers snapped a picture of them, and somehow it got leaked, and it spread like a fucking forest fire in the middle of August. Like it was everywhere. All the people on the Babe Metal subreddit were just like, "Holy shit! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this!" One guy like looked at her clothes and found out how much each of these clothes costed. Like, the sweater alone was $300. She's making bank. Like, yeah, the leggings aren't just regular leggings. I can tell by the stitching, and like some bullshit. And people to this day go to that exact chair where they took a thing and take a picture in that chair.
Hey guys, I went to the place where Sue Metal and Mo Metal sat down.
Dude.
I'm gonna give you the peace sign.
I went to the baby metal chair.
It was wild reading, and I think that was the post that made me kind of be like, "Whoa, dude! Like, you guys gotta."
Guys, I went to the baby metal chair.
God, I went to the shrine.
God, wait! I saw
It
something.
smells like Sue.
Yeah, that is some creepy stuff, and that happens with like regular idols, a bunch of idols in Japan too.
Yeah.
People just fawn over them. Like,
Sorry, I like to imagine they have a lisp, so like, it smells like Sue.
Smells like Sue Metal.
Oh my god, the Sue metal.
Is this the?
Dumbass.
what are you looking for?
Is it something pertaining to what's being spoken?
Some sort of creepy stalking thing.
Yeah.
Is it a creepy pasta?
No, oh God, okay, hold on, maybe this is it.
Take your
Just
time.
keep talking.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. It's on topic, like not with like
Baby Metal.
not with like exactly the topic, but it's on the topic of people taking things way too far.
Mm-hmm.
Like with like
Their
analysis of
Yeah.
things to the point where it gets like you're A, trying too hard, B, why the fuck do you care so much? So I watched this movie today called 28 Days 28 Days Later. It's like a zombie movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really fucking good. But at the start of the movie, the main character wakes up in a hospital after a coma 28 days after the outbreak started. And in my head, I was like, well, maybe he got into that coma like a little after the outbreak or whatever. And so I looked up. I was like, how long was he in the coma before he woke up? This dude on here went hard as fuck. I'll just read a little divot
Excerpt.
here. Yeah. So some guy said he's hooked up to IV drips though, but truth be told, I don't know if he would have lasted that long. Probably would have died of dehydration if he was under for 3 weeks. Fine. This guy goes, he's hooked up to a lot of tubing, including a bag of blood that's at least 1 bag of saline on his right arm. He's got 3-liter bags in his left arm. Together, that's at least 3 plunger-type machines. Assuming those go into his left arm, that's 300 milliliters of saline with a little bit of medication. The minimal flow rate to keep the vein open is about 20 milliliters per hour. So 3,000 divided by 20 is 150 hours, or about 6 days and change. And if you add a little from those pump machines, it makes it a week's worth of liquid. I just read that. He goes on for that. He just goes on
Read the in conclusion.
In conclusion, early on in the crisis, the power went out. The IV machines ran for a little while on backup power, but died during the height of the crisis. Their alarms ignored in the general chaos. That means Jim didn't receive any liquid for at least 2 weeks. Like,
Thanks, dude.
thank you.
Thanks for ruining the movie.
Like, I didn't give a fuck that hard. It was just in a subreddit about 28 days later, and I just wanted to know what maybe he was only in the coma for a week, but like people just take shit so hard
Yeah.
all the time. And So I didn't read that whole post. I just read the start of it because as soon as he started doing math, I was like, "Fucking, you're trying too
I
hard."
would have been like, no way, dude. I'm backing out.
I stopped, and when he called it a plunger type machine, I'm like, "That's not a thing. I am a nurse. I don't. That's not real." He's just bullshitting to bullshit.
No, he did the math.
Yeah, he did the math.
He did the math.
He ran the numbers.
He ran
I know, and how he calculated flow rates not right either. That's not.
That's Reddit.
Yeah.
Average Reddit moment.
And I totally could go on there and like fucking. That's not.
You would just make the situation worse.
I wouldn't make the situation worse. He'd call me an incel. Like, I don't know.
All right, we're gonna knock out 3 birds
Yeah,
with 1
go
stone
ahead.
here. Sleeping on the floor, kotatsu, and all right, 2 birds, 1 stone. We'll leave it to the household area.
Make you say futons too.
Futons, we can assume sleeping on the floor type beat.
I think we should clarify that because Japanese people don't just sleep on the floor.
Go on.
I just thought about this, and I think we need to seriously think about this. This is a very genuinely a serious thought. Luke will be on board as well because it mostly pertains to me and Luke. We spend the night at your house a lot.
You guys want futons?
Yeah.
Yo, that'd be hard. That'd be hard
Me
actually.
and Luke.
Too bad we looked them up, and it's about $300 a pop for a futon.
Yeah, we
Luke?
found this super dope website.
If I was a bad host, I would not buy those. But I'm a good host.
You're a bad host. You
I'm
don't
a-
have futons.
I'm a
prepared.
great host.
Let's get futons.
If you guys buy a futon, I'll buy a futon.
Oh, let's jump into this because coming from 4 of us who have like our bed set up. like, we
Coming
don't
from
have
4 of us
futons.
who have beds.
I don't, like they're not.
Those of
I-
you in the audience might not be familiar with what we have beds. Like,
Beds like aren't unheard of. I think a lot of people do have like standard beds, but it is very popular to have a futon that you sleep on at night and then roll up and fold in the day and put away, so you have extra floor space and stuff. And like Luke said when we were talking on Discord, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense because living spaces in Japan tend to be smaller than the U.S. We have a lot of land here, so we use that land, right? I mean, it makes perfect sense.
Japan has a lot of sky, so they use that.
Yeah.
have you guys ever seen the video of the smallest apartment in Japan?
Yeah.
It's like the size of this room.
Yeah,
the
like a
the
whole
whole
ass-
apartment.
Yeah.
Kitchen, bathroom,
Yeah.
the works.
Mhm.
It's insane. So yeah, I bet having a futon would be beneficial in a situation like
Yeah.
that.
I would really like to sleep on one. I really
I
want
would
to.
too.
I
They
wonder
look
how
soft.
comfy they are.
They
Yeah,
look
look
comfy.
Because like,
But when we were looking them up, I was like, that looks really soft,
Ooh,
actually.
I want a futon.
And then we saw the big pink goofy thing, and I really
Big,
wanted
big
it.
goofy.
because like, I wonder what the bottom is like. You know,
Yeah,
is it like sleeping on a comforter?
they look soft though.
They look amazingly pluscious.
In
that a
my
word?
mind,
Is that a word?
No, I don't think so.
Pluscious.
Oh,
They look amazingly
luscious is pluscious is not.
Holy fuck.
In my mind, I'm thinking like Alex, you said the comforter. That's how I imagine it would be. I feel like it would be kind of hard to sleep on the floor like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like I've never slept on a futon. Maybe it's like super fucking soft. I just feel like mattresses, you know, they tend to be
You like sink in.
they're pretty thick. There's
Yeah.
a lot of room to work with there.
Well, you say that they look like they would be uncomfortable, but they're popular enough that we at least know what they are.
I don't want to say uncomfortable. They just look like they'd be a harder surface than like a mattress.
Well, I mean, that would be uncomfortable to you if it's a harder surface
No,
than your
I
mattress.
like sleeping on the floor. I find it comfortable.
Then
Just
what-
because it's hard doesn't mean it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, I agree. I sleep on the floor all the
I
time.
don't get what your point is.
get
though.
it.
The point is that
It'd be
if-
softer than the floor, so I don't know where your point's
The
coming
point
from.
is that it looks like it's a harder surface than a bed.
Well, yeah.
Oh, Amazon has them.
Oh yeah,
They do,
They
yeah.
have tatami mats too.
They have a lot.
That's something else.
Look, we
Tatami
can get one for $179.
Is it good? Is it a
4
good
stars.
futon? 4 stars, my
On
ass.
Amazon, Jeff Bezos is crunching those numbers.
Fake reviews.
Fake reviews.
They have a lot.
We only buy from Japanese home goods or
Yeah,
whatever
it was
that
like
was
Jap-
called.
it
Boom,
was literally-
$114, 5 stars.
That's not bad. Is that Japanese?
Well, we need a kotatsu
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, we found a kotatsu.
It's got cats on
Yeah, it was a cat tatsu.
it.
Catch me building my own home and having a whole fucking living room that you can put a kotatsu
I
in.
wanted to do that. You know that spare bedroom in
Those
my
things
house?
look cozy
I
as fuck.
literally contemplated for a long time ripping up the carpet, making it tatami, and putting in like a kotatsu in the middle. and just making it like a Japanese room.
My mom would be pissed, but it would be fucking cool.
It'd be sweet.
Yeah,
It would
so
look
you realize
amazing.
you spent $1,000 on tatami mats.
Oh, it'd
sounds
probably
cheap.
be more, dude.
The room's not very big.
No, but tatami's not very cheap.
Well, yeah.
Are you
We were looking
are you
up.
talking about my bedroom?
Yeah.
Why me?
Well, no, the like the office.
Yeah, upstairs.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna put like that'd be sweet, right?
Well, yeah.
A tatami room.
I just want a katatsu.
What do we
dude.
have? We have a katatsu. We have tatami mat.
mats.
Tatami mat.
Like I could keep your guys' futons.
We
in
have
there.
futons and
We
a
can get
rice
on.
cooker, and that's.
Put a
We
rice
found
cooker.
those chairs that sit on the floor with the backs.
I like those.
We found
Yeah, we
those.
found them.
We found those.
I gotta show you this website when we go back. It is.
It's
This
based.
website was dope.
It's sweet.
It makes me want to spend money. It's pretty bad. Like,
There was
horrible.
pagoda light lamp.
Yeah, there was pagoda. Lamp.
And they have like all
Pagoda.
those lamp. You know those like rice paper lamps.
Yeah.
They have like a whole bunch of those.
They have like the glass wind chime things.
They have the fish
Thorpe.
flags.
For Christmas, get me and Luke futons.
Oh, your Christmas present already came.
They do have. They did have fish flags.
Thorpe, I want $1,900 futon for Christmas.
I got you. I got you.
Here's your
guys.
$1,900 futon. I had to take out 2 mortgages.
Here's your $1,900 futon. Have fun using it on the weekends.
Yeah. Luke has crevice. A futon, it would like bend up like a U. He'd be encompassed.
Oh
in
my god,
futon.
I'd be so comfy.
Yeah, that would be base.
I'd be like,
He's so
It'd be
Futon
like
hot.
being
cave.
hugged.
that would be all
It'd be
night.
so hot.
I don't care. It'd be like being hugged.
that'd be sweet.
Thorpe,
Actually.
open the fucking window. It's hot in here. I'm being hugged by my I almost called it katatsu.
We could just set it up on the kitchen floor so when your mom comes down in the morning,
She's like,
Oh, what's up, Ann?
She's just-
Oh great.
she's like even more pissed off.
not only these fuckers in my house, they're in my
They're
goddamn
in
kitchen.
my kitchen.
Yeah, we need that kind of stuff here. That needs to be standard.
Some of the
in the US.
goober
I
ass
want
stuff.
that standardized.
Yeah, I would too. So
Just like, you know,
I think in general, the moral of today's story is that we need Japanese bedroom things.
Yeah.
bathrooms.
Bathrooms.
We need the Japanese home.
Yeah.
And you know, we need to continuously exclude Japanese driving tests here. That's the America does that better.
We need Japanese home goods. I want a bath that I can get in, spray the walls down with my shower head, and not feel like I just ruined my drywall.
I want a bathroom where I can go into it after I shit and not have it smell like it.
Right. And
Right.
then shave
Preach.
and then take a shower.
and have a nice window in it.
I want to be able to perform the triple S in 3 separate areas.
Last one, I kind of want to dive into that's kind of super weird to me and has been for a minute is in Akihabara, the electronic
Akihabara.
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 In Akihabara.
Akihabara.
Aki Hubcap.
Akihabara.
They have little
Akron
stores,
Hubcap.
very small stores that just sell like single electronic parts. Like if you need just a single capacitor or a single LED light, you can go to these stores and pick one up. And to me, that's weird because if I go to my Best Buy and I'm like, I need a capacitor, they'll say, what the fuck are you doing here? We have cameras.
Are you sure you
vacuums,
don't want
ovens."
to start like a phone plan or something?
Yeah.
Do you want an
Well-
Xbox?
Well, first off, they'd say, this is a Best Buy. Second
Yeah.
off, they'd be like, you're in the wrong store.
Hold on, let me take you
Then
to
they
our
would ask you
IMAX
if you want to start a
specialist.
phone plan.
Then I'd call the Geek Squad, and the Geek Squad would say, well, we can get you a capacitor after you start your phone plan.
The Geek Squad would be like, why don't you just order online? You get like 1,500 of them for like $10.
That's the thing. I don't need, even if I go to Amazon and I go, I just type single capacitor. I'll get
Well,
like,
what size?
I don't fucking know.
What size capacitor do you need?
What size capacitor do I want?
Well, what are you working on?
A light. I don't know.
What,
What
why
the
would
fuck?
you need a capacitor for a
Luke,
light?
I didn't go to college.
Just tell me what size
All right,
capacitor
I'm not
you
buying
need.
capacitors anymore. I'm buying a single LED light.
How many watts?
15. It's a powerful light.
15 watts
This
for a
single
single
light.
LED.
Single LED.
Single LED.
This
but
holds the
it's
that
power
15.
big?
of the sun.
That's going to explode, Anthony.
No, it holds the power of the sun.
Luke, what a 15 watt.
Highest watts.
LED bulb. Just a singular bulb.
They make LED bulbs. Like,
No, I
Well,
want the
like-
little one.
I
No,
know.
that's
One.
that.
Mini.
No, these are not.
Mini LED bulb.
All right, so I'm getting a mini. All I want is a mini.
How many watts?
I said 15. It's a big one.
All right, Thorpe, Luke.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Well, first off, we're all fucking stupid because now that I think about it, you don't measure like lights in watts. That's the power they
These are
draw.
Oh, volts.
You measure it in lumens.
Ooh, ohms.
Lumens.
Ohms
Okay,
is sound.
it's still a 15 watt.
Wait, what- how
It
many-
draws
what's-
15
what are
watts of
ohms?
power.
It draws
Ohms are
15
for
watts,
sound.
but like, how bright do you want it?
I
Wait,
think we're
Luke,
getting
are ohms for sound?
No.
ohms.
Yeah,
You
ohms.
can use ohms for sound. Yeah.
What do you use ohms for?
Ohms are for your resistance. That's what makes the sound louder. Is you're actually adjusting the resistance.
I have
of
to
the
use an
radio.
ohmometer every day to check the ohms.
I just want to buy an LED light.
Ohms are for resistors.
Andy, this is what you
use
get when you walk into Akihabara.
And you
know,
use
you
your
get
resistors
everything.
to change the amplification of an amplifier, which is why it says you adjust the ohms because you're adjusting the ohms of the resistor, not the sound that is taken out.
How many
They're
lumens does that
directly
convert to?
proportional,
Luke,
but
I
not
play the
exactly.
drums. All right, I know what an ohm is.
How many lumens does that convert to?
None. Literally zero.
Guys, I just want a single LED light. I've already been shot down for a capacitor.
I just want to know what size.
Thorpe, you're
It
not
doesn't
getting,
even
you're not
fucking
getting a
matter.
light. What do you want?
Why not just like a 4-foot strand of like?
I don't
18
want a 4-foot
of like
strand.
18 gauge wire.
I don't want that.
That's all you need. Like 18
I
gauge
want
he
a
doesn't
wire.
single
want-
one.
he doesn't
I
want
need
it.
a single light to make my school project
Well, you
work.
can't. You don't know what kind of light you need.
I already told you it's a 15 watt light.
That's not how you measure lights.
It is if it's the power that's being drawn from it.
Why would you need that many?
Because I need my battery is I have a 20 watt battery.
You just got gaslit so hard.
I was just
He theoretically has a 20-watt battery.
I theoretically just gaslit Thorpe at a
the point
store.
is in Akihabara I can buy a single one, and in the US I can buy a
Akihabara.
pack. God fucking damn it!
I mean, I wonder if you went to like we have specialty stores here. Like, I mean, you probably can't get anything similar to that, but you might be able to get
That's the point.
weird bulk stuff.
I don't want bulk. That's the point is that I can buy a single and I don't need to buy bulk. I can pay like 3 yen for a single light, and not pay 200 yen for a pack of 100.
Well, my whole problem is that you are buying a whole ass light bulb. Why do
Oh
you
my
need a
God.
whole ass light bulb?
He
I
doesn't
didn't need the
want.
bulb.
He just
Yeah,
wants
why
to
don't you
see
just
his
go to a
daughter.
grocery?
Single one.
So
if
you
you're
want
gonna
like
get
you want
li-
like the one that has the 2 little legs on it, right?
That,
Yes.
that bitch right
that
there.
right there, you cannot get 15 watts out of those.
I don't fucking care about the watts. I just want to buy one.
Why don't you just go to the grocery store and buy a box? Why do you need a single bulb? Don't you want replacements for when that one
I have
dies?
5 yen to my name.
Your circuit is on fire. If that thing is pushing 5.
You're gonna blow out the power in your apartment building.
You are starting a high grade electrical fire.
As soon as that light turns on, you and everyone you know is getting put on a milk carton because that shit's going nuclear.
You are not walking away from that
You're
alive.
gonna have to go to Vision Works because your retinas are fucking exploding.
You can get like a 15 milliwatt.
Fuck you, and fuck you.
You're the
I
one that
wasn't
brought this
all
up to
three
the
of you.
electrical engineer. I'm just
You
saying.
can
With
take
the
your
ele-
electrical engineering degree and shove it up your fucking ass.
I basically do. What's next?
How many ohms would you need for resistance of Luke's ass?
Well, that got beat
What
into
is
the
the
ground.
resistance of the human body again? Oh shit! I used to know this.
Hey Thorpe, you usually gaslight us, so that was only fair.
I hate this world. It's cruel.
Needless to say, though, Anthony's 100% right about Akihabara. You can get literally the tiniest little thing.
Akihabara?
The resistance of my asshole is about 10,000 ohms.
How many ohms would Anthony need to force your diploma up there?
That's,
God, we were
that's
talking
not
about
what ohms do.
Sorry. Well, tell me about fluid dynamics. All right, Tippy, go ahead.
But nonetheless, like you can, there's Akihabara is like the most niche electronic area in like the entire world, not just solely excluded to Japan. You can really get like whatever you need in the smallest quantity that you require, and it's I don't know, it's kind of like reminiscent of like the old days right before all like the crazy. It's gonna sound really boomer, like really boomer, before like the crazy technology boom and stuff, like cell phones and stuff.
AliExpress.
But it's so niche. It's so niche, and it's amazing. And if anybody has the opportunity to actually like go in one of those stores, you need to, even if you don't give a fuck about electronics.
Did you go?
I did, yeah. Me and Corporal walked through a lot.
Did you buy a 10 microfarad capacitor? Because that's what Thorpe could have said he was looking for. It would have made that a whole lot easier.
Sure.
Yeah, I bet it would have.
Sure. Yeah, I have it at home for him. And that LED bulb.
The one that is literally impossible to make.
Yeah.
The one that will blow up
But
as
yeah.
soon as the switch is turned.
Yeah, me and Corporal did walk through those a little bit, and he loves that stuff, so he was just in a trance the whole time. I didn't. It's not that I didn't care. I just didn't really know what anything was, and I didn't really have an interest in that type of stuff. But Corporal did, and he loved it. It was cool to see. Nonetheless, it was really cool to see.
You were more interested in the 6-story sex shop.
Yeah, I won't even lie.
Why don't we have those
Yeah.
here?
We have Highway Side Adult Mart.
We have the Lion's Den.
It was the Lion's Den.
It's a whole ass like warehouse
Oof.
filled with 10 microfarad capacitors.
How many LED bulbs?
I don't know. They don't make them in the capacity you need.
I guess you need to go to Akihabara. Aki.
You gotta go to Akron Hubcap.
Let's have to go to Aki.
That's if
Aki
Japan
Bros.
doesn't close down.
This
for
has
another 300
been-
years.
They're never going to open.
Yeah.
This has been a very informative episode.
Why do I have a note that just says fruit?
Because I wanted to talk about fruit.
Perfect.
We'll save that for a later episode.
Anybody have any closing messages before I lock this gate up?
I'm good, man.
Well, I mean, they shouldn't be resisting hitting that like button, commenting, and subscribing. There's no ohms on that, so.
They shouldn't buy a light bulb that's 15 watts.
That goes on a circuit board? Yeah, exactly. You can buy a bulb. Sencho can still marry me. Hey, babe.
And stomp on my balls till they're a fine paste. Okay.
All right, guys, without further ado, that's the end of the episode for 73. Hope you guys liked it. If you found anything informative or fun, go ahead and give the podcast a share, comment, like, and subscribe for more content. We're at 90 subscribers on YouTube. If 10 of you motherfuckers can subscribe, it doesn't cost anything.
Yeah,
Like,
who's not subscribing? Who is it? Tell them, tattle on them in the comments. Tattle on them, tell them to subscribe.
Just literally 10 more subscribers. It would mean the world to us if we got those 3 digits for subscribers. So that's our goal. Hopefully before the end of this year. But
Jonathan will stick his hand in the blender if we hit 100.
the blender doesn't work. But if so, that'll be our
Well,
goal
we
for
can-
next year, 2022. Get us to 100, guys. We'll see you next week.